In this clip from the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Joe Rogan shares his thoughts on the growing cultural divide between the left and the right.
Hollywood in particular is they're in a fever pitch of if we don't get our ideas across, if we don't promote our ideas, then the other side wins.
Yeah. And
it's become this sort of self-fulfilling prophecy on both sides. Like everyone is in this fever of war, of like a culture war. And a giant percentage of it is being manipulated by these overseas bots. Like I retweeted this thing a couple of days ago because I was like, people need to see this every time it comes across my feed. I'm just going to send it to them. What you see when you see a bot farm. So there's bot farms that have essentially an unlimited number of social media profiles, and they just go after whatever subject it is, whether it's climate change or an election or even sports. And all they're trying to do is get people to hate each other. And this is a bot farm. And someone wrote, what is this? See the caption? It says so this guy, Andrew Fox, wrote this. It says, want to know what Dave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 is, who it is you're arguing with online most of the time, who's liking those pro-Hamas posts, and it's that. And it's a TikTok that he put up.
Now, who's sponsoring, who's funding these bot farms?
Many, many countries are doing this. China's doing this for sure. Russia's doing this for sure. But Iran is probably doing this for sure. Israel's probably doing this for sure. We're probably doing it as well. We're doing it to them. We're all doing it to each other. That's 100% real. And this is another creepy aspect of AI that was exposed fairly recently. Some accounts got suspended because they realized that the CCP was using ChatGPT to run these kind of bot farms. So you have this thing, and you could tell it how to behave, and I want you to pretend that you are an unhinged leftist that wants to kill all white men, and then get in there and argue. And then then the right-wing people are like, oh my God, these fucking leftists want us dead!
Right.
Strap up! And then you have like this Charlie Kirk incident, and then everybody starts to really believe it now. Like, yeah, they want us dead. And then you see the response, and you go, oh my God, people are going along with, like, people are losing their morals and their ethics, and they're cheering that someone got murdered on television because they're all ramped up with this social media bullshit. And a lot of it is being amplified by people that aren't even real people. And a lot of it is just getting everybody in this fever pitch of culture war.
Right.
And that's why you're seeing these young kids cheering. Did you see that TMZ clip?
Well, I've seen a bunch of these different clips of people like going off.
Did you see the TMZ thing where they find out that the moment
you hear
find
people
out,
cheering in the room?
You hear people cheering?
I did see that, yeah.
The moment they find out Charlie Kirk is dead?
They're clapping.
Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger when you get Trump cutting?
Cheering.
He's dead, and they're clapping.
But this is not just one person. There was a guy who was at the scene. They have... Look, I just want to say, I'm not pro doxing people. I'm not pro any of this, but this is just what's going to happen. You know, you cheer when a guy gets shot, and you can see the guy who got shot. You're in the general vicinity of this guy, so a bullet whizzed over your head, shot that guy in the neck, and now you're cheering. Good luck finding a job.
Yeah.
Right? And this is the reality that we're living in, right? So, but why is a person reacting like that? People wouldn't have reacted like that 20 years ago, man. It's not a normal thing for a 20-year-old kid to do who's in the audience of some college thing where, you know, change my mind or whatever he says,
right.
Whatever his slogan is. This is the weird shit that happens on social media where people behave in this insane and vicious way that you would never experience like this commonly in real life. And it's more ubiquitous online than anywhere else in most polite social circles, but all the same people that are in these polite social circles with you they're feeling vindicated and saying the most evil shit. Charlie Kirk, rest in piss. I saw this lady who was a NASDAQ lady. She worked at NASDAQ, and she was at a conference, and she's like, we're pausing the conference to say Charlie Kirk, like this well-dressed lady with a very high-profile job, and then it said rest in piss. Like, oh my God, like, what is that? Yeah. Well, that's social media infecting your mind and getting you to do things and say things in a way that no one would have done 20, 30 years ago. No one.
No way.
No way. And so this is like all boiling up with this Charlie Kirk thing and this Jimmy Kimmel thing. Like the Jimmy Kimmel thing is, unfortunately, I think what he was trying to do was just set up a joke. He was trying to knock on the MAGA people, but also set up a joke, which was good. It was very funny. Like where he showed the president's response to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
like,
the new ballroom they're building.
and he said like the fourth stage of grief is construction.
It's a fantastic joke.
And he also said that's not how a grown adult reacts to the death of his friend. It's like a 4-year-old mourns the loss of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It's a great joke.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
He was trying to set it up.
Yeah.
But
he set it up in a way that, like, okay, you're saying something that's actually factually inaccurate.
After this incident, Jimmy Kimmel was fiercely attacked online by people claiming he lied on national TV about Charlie Kirk's assassin, saying the person was supposedly from MAGA. Following the backlash, Kimmel released an apology video.
I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make, but I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear, or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever. And also, selfishly, I am a person who gets a lot of threats. I get many ugly and scary threats against my life, my wife, my kids, my coworkers because of what I choose to say. And I know those threats don't come from the kind of people on the right who I know and love. So that's what I wanted to say on that subject. But I don't want to make this about me because, and I know this is what people say when they make things about them, but I really don't. This show is not important. What is important is that we get to live in a country that allows us to have a show like this.
What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below.